Hi everyone. So today we'll start with the machine learning PPT presentation. So let's discuss about the machine learning in the short way, in the basics. So myself, Dheeraj I am the data engineer and software engineer. I have the experience of 2 years of experience. I am running my personal YouTube channel named Dheeraj TechnologyHunter. This is my YouTube link, so you can visit my channel. And this is the QR code. You can visit my YouTube channel in the smarter way. And I am the data engineer and coding expert, and I am having the experience of 2 years of experience in an industry. I'm having the problem solver and complex problems. I used to solve many problems, and this is about everything about me. And in this PPT, my content is basically on the supervised and unsupervised learning, the machine learning system. And starting with the machine learning, types of algorithms, and supervised and unsupervised, and its algorithms, uses, and applications, and conclusion. So let's start. So what is machine learning? So machine learning is a subdomain or the subpart of the artificial intelligence which allows the computers or machines to get trained and improve the model performance by analyzing and learning from the previous data. So that's why it is known as data driven technology. Now, the it is an computational model that allows computers to understand the patterns and forecast or make judgment based on the data, which means it is saying that based on the previous data, we are allowing the computers to understand the pattern and forecast and give the judgmental statements. It is basically a prediction. So it is a computation model which allows computers to make an judgment or prediction or forecast by understanding the patterns. Now it is a study that gives the computers that capable to learn without being explicitly programmed. So whatever we are doing till now, we are making the computer to understand it is without explicitly programmed, just training the model and give the results. That's it. No coding. Next, here we have two types of machine learning algorithms. First one is supervised learning, and second one is unsupervised learning. In supervised learning, we are dealing with the labeled data set which has the output, raw output. And in unsupervised learning, we are dealing with unlabeled data set. We don't have the output. So what is the output here? So in the supervised learning, we have the raw input and raw output where we are predicting by training the input data set, we are predicting the output. And after getting the output, we are comparing with both raw data and output data. So we are getting the accuracy. So it is happening in the supervised learning. Whereas in the supervised learning, the output should be found, should be calculated based on the input. So we don't have the output here. We have to predict the raw output. What should be the output? And what is supervised learning? It is a type of machine learning algorithm where the model is trained on the labeled dataset. Each input data point is paired with the output data, which is also a labeled data. And input data is provided to the model along with the output data, which is the raw output. So here in supervised learning, each input is provided along with the raw output, and this model learns to map input to the correct output and makes the prediction on new unseen data which is predicted. Just now I said that unsupervised learning and supervised learning, which deals with the labeled and unlabeled data. In supervised learning, we are making the prediction for the accuracy between the correct raw output and predicted unseen data. And supervised types and algorithms. So within the supervised learning, again we have the two types. First one is regression, second one is classification. In regression, we have the frequently used six algorithms. Those are simple linear regression, multilinear regression, polynomial regression, support vector machine, and decision tree and random forest. In classification, logistic regression, support vector machine, k nearest neighbor, KNN, navy base, decision tree classifier, and random forest classifier. So these are the algorithms in both regression and classification. Here, if you notice, support vector machine, decision tree, and random forest are common uh, algorithms in both regression and classification. These three can be applicable for both types of problems. Which type of problems? Regression and classification problems. And what are the uses and applications of the supervised learning? Uses are the prediction of the house prices based on the size, location, and number of rooms. Prediction of stock prices in the historical data. So here we are predicting the house prices and stock prices based on the previous data that we have, and we are predicting what would be the new price in future, and forecasting the temperature or sales. It is like same thing, predicting the temperature or sales in the upcoming future. And anomaly and phishing detection, where the hacking is happened or not, or is there any risk factors or not. And applications means where the supervised learning can be used in healthcare, cybersecurity, anonymous vehicles, marketing, and customer analytics, whether the customer is interested or not, and in the finance, natural language programming, and manufacturing applications and e-commerce. These are the vast applications where supervised learning is used. Now, what is unsupervised learning? It is a type of machine learning where the model is trained on the unlabeled dataset, where we don't include output labels or don't include output labels or results. It is to find the hidden patterns, the intrinsic structures in the data. So here we don't have the output which is not mapped with each input. So we have to learn the pattern by for finding the hidden patterns. We are learning the data to find the hidden patterns or intrinsic structures in the data. And here, discover the hidden pattern structures or relationships within the input data to identify the similar groupings or structures in a new unseen data. So it is basically a output is to be found by finding the hidden patterns. That's it. That is the what the super unsupervised learning tells us. And here we have two types. First one is clustering. Second one is association. In the most commonly used algorithm in clustering is k-means clustering and hierarchical clustering. In association, we have a priori and eclat. These are the algorithms for both clustering and associations. And in what is the uses of cluster, unsupervised learning? Here we have the uses like clustering, anomaly detection, dimensionality reduction, association rule, self-organizing maps, natural language processing, reinforcement learning, time series data analysis, speech and audio processing, computer vision. So there are process, vast use of unsupervised learning in speech and audio, where we have to detect this speech is made by whom by taking the input. And here time series analysis, based on the time series we are predicting what will be the future stock price or future customer price, selling price, and what would be the profit in the future. That is happening in the time series data. And anomaly detection is nothing but phishing attack in the hacking, and whether it is the risk is there or not. And clustering means either clustering with based on the dataset scatter plot. I will talk about this in later. Okay, what are the applications? So applications can be in the fraud detection, customer segmentation, event segmentation, voice and speech recognition, IoTs, where you have the uh, drone camera, and based on the drone camera you have to find which object is where. So based on the unsupervised learning, it should be predict automatically that this object is present there, and you have to do something. That is the IoT, is the application where the unsupervised learning is used. And data science, as we know, and market basket analysis. Just now I said that to predict the future stock prices. And the recommendation systems, like you have the Hotstar, and after some 3 to 4 new movies was released, it will recommend you based on the user interest which movie should be recommended to him. That is the applications. And conclusion, I want to say that supervised learning deals with the label dataset which has output, and the main types are regression and classification. And support vector machine, decision tree, and random forest algorithms are applicable for both regression and classification problems. Unsupervised learning deals with unlabeled dataset which don't have the output, and main types are clustering and associations algorithms. These are the types. And thank you. Stay tuned. I will upload some more topics. Thank you. Subscribe my channel.